Hi guys, this week's video I believe is outdoor ritual versus indoor ritual. I don't do a lot of rituals. I pick and choose the ones I do very carefully because of I like to set myself a certain amount of time, not a scheduled amount of time, but like enough time to do what I want to do. And sometimes that can be less easy with my son's needs. So I decided to show you a couple of things that I do. So obviously I do partake in rituals sometimes, but majority of the time I do what I call my dailies, which are my things I do every day. So every morning and every evening, minimally once a day, depending on my son's sleep pattern. Excuse me, I'm drinking tea. So basically, this little setup here, as you probably already know from my intro video, is my communication area of my altar. So you'll see here the candle that I use for that specifically, and you will see some bits and pieces, some oils for ritual and also for everyday things. This is a candle to keep that oomph going with any battle magic I'm doing at the moment due to our housing situation. So battling through all the things to do with that. I have here a candle here that I've been burning every day now. I got a bunch of these online and I've been burning these every day for one a day with my morning dailies or my evening dailies, depending on what time of day it is I'm doing it. And I use that for protection, but also for again that protective aspect of my battle magic, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a full working area, so it can be a bit messy sometimes, and that is what I do every day. Sorry, tea again. So I light certain candles. I have got a candle which I'll show you in a minute, which you've seen before anyway, and it's actually funny because I was been doing certain things recently, and I purposely made the candle really waxy and melty and to kind of have a certain feel about it when I was doing certain things. And this past while it has been burning, like all that wax is gone, it's gone clear. So yeah, everything I'm doing is bringing about clarity. Also I bought a 7-day candle online because they're a pain in the butt to get in the UK without paying an arm and a leg for them. So I bought a 7-day candle because they're a pain in the butt to get in the UK without paying an arm and a leg for them. So I bought a 7-day candle, and I have decals and temporary tattoos and stuff like that I use on my candles. Number one, it's cost effective. Number two, it brings about the visual I want to connect in with that candle or object that I'm using it on. So I have incorporated, basically, it's like I say, it's just my dailies. So I light my incense. Don't know if you can actually see it in this video, possibly, maybe, don't know. So I light my incense, and then what I do is I light my dailies, which is my Celtic cross tea light holder above my actual working space. If you hear the TV blaring, I apologise. My son is right above me in his hangout room, and he's always got the TV blasting, so I apologise if you can hear that. I thought I would catch this video before he put the TV on, but maybe not. So basically, what I do is I have that going. I have my dinner candles also going if I have them in, because I don't always have them in if it's getting short to the month. I used to buy all my dinner candles from the shop Tiger. However, the Tiger shop in my town actually closed. So I used to buy them in bulk because they were really, really inexpensive. But what I have to do now, in the interim anyway, is I have to buy the dinner candles, a box of dinner candles, which are anywhere from £2.50 to £2.75. I think you get 12 in a box. I also redo Morrigan's offerings, which is in this case just water at the moment. Sometimes she has wine, sometimes she has dark ale, but I'm at the end of my broke week, I like to call it, going into my good week next week, and so therefore it's just water. And it's been super warm in the UK of recent days. I don't know why, but it's been really close, and so she's had water with some ice in because it's been so flipping close. And she's got dark chocolate with sea salt and licorice, and obviously candles and incense. Now these are my dailies, these are my go-tos, the things I do every single day without fail, unless I'm poorly. And even when I am poorly, half the time I'll at least light the tea lights on my altar, because I just feel like it doesn't feel right if I don't do anything. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Now in this video I'm also sharing with you the very, very beginning of a small ritual I did, and I thought I would share the very beginning of that with you. You don't see anything other than the very, very, very beginning, which is basically the vessel I'm using, the candles I'm using. And it's a quick snip of that, really. So I wanted to also share with you a little thing that I do sometimes. It's a very, very simple thing to do, but it is also, I found anyway, very effective, and also very cost effective, and also, you know, you don't have to really worry about leaving things, you know, like that are going to take a long time. Basically, I light my tea, light my wax burner, sorry, my melt burner, and what I do is I inscribe. So if I am trying to take some stress off my son, I will like use his protective ohm. I use a particular wax melt so that the wax is a certain colour, or I'll use one of my, and when I burn down one of these, this bit fills up with black wax. Once it's dry, you pop it out, and it's usually a perfect circle, something like this. And then I carve ohms in that and melt them, or sigils, or whatever it is I'm using, and pop that into the melter and can melt those. Anyway, so that's what I do, and that's also a very, very quick and easy little thing I do. Again, you can incorporate that into ritual, you can incorporate that into, you know, a bigger or a smaller thing, but I'm sharing with you really a tiny bit of a ritual. Also, I'm going to incorporate a little tiny bit of ritual that I did, was it last week or something? It's called The Weight of the Wind, and what I do is I go to the moorland and woodland area up behind my house, and I will actually allow the wind to drive away all the negativity and the ick and anything I feel like stuck to me, so to speak. I'm doing a very basic kind of healing, blowing the cobwebs away ritual, which doesn't involve anything much other than energies, nature, the wind. I use the wind to blow away any negativity, any ick, any unwanteds, and let them be carried away in the wind. And that is very, very helpful. It doesn't take a long time. If I don't have long, even if I've got half an hour or 40 minutes, I can walk up there. It can take me, as long as I need it, it can take me 5 minutes. I can be there half an hour. I can be there 40 minutes. You know, it depends on, number one, the time I have, and number two, how long I feel that I need to be there, if that makes sense. And it's just really, really lovely. So I'll incorporate a tiny bit of that. Again, it's just a little clip it, because if I'm doing ritual, a lot of people had been saying to me in the past on my own channel about try and encapsulate some of it, you know, record some of it, but I'm kind of otherwise occupied when I'm in full throw of something I'm doing. So what I decided to do was give you a little quick snippet, then turn my camera off and continue with what I was doing, which is what I did.